Hello everyone, quick video about how if you work from home like I do, if you work for a UK registered business and you pay PAYE like all good people should, you are able to claim a rebate back from the government for the time spent at home to help cover costs of electricity and water and gas and internet, etc. And you get a clothing allowance. This is only really applicable to people who are full-time via PAYE, but it's possible, I guess, to do it as a self-assessed like talent or influencer or someone like that. So I'd definitely look into that if I were you. But for the purposes of this, I'm just going to focus on people who work in a full-time job. So what I would do, first things first, is go to or Google personal tax assistant, log in to gov.uk with your details. There's nothing here that's scary. You can't find out anything about me from here. Once you're logged in, the browser then knows you're logged in. You go to this site, which I'll link in the description. Click on Claim Online Service. Start now. Continue from where you left off. I had kind of started this already. So we are going to put in my postcode, which is where I live, and put in my house address, which I will definitely edit out because I don't want any of you motherfluckers to contact me. You can ring me at 8:30 on the dot. 8:30 on the dot. Save and continue. Now, because I'm an old fucker, my CPO cup is completely empty, so I'm going to open a can of Coke. Cheers. Now this is where you pick the financial year that you want to claim the money back on. Now for me, I've been working for a UK based company remotely for 5 years. So let's just go back to this year. Let's just do this year. 2017, April the 6th, 2017 to 5th of April 2018. So let's save and continue. Now this is where you have to put in the employer's name. So who did you work for during this time? For the purposes of this video, I can make a fictitious name. And let's go with cadred.org. And my pay reference was 123 ABC 14. That was 23, 14. Job title: Head of Means. Now obviously what you really need to put in here is your actual employer's name, your actual PAYE reference, which you can get from your P90, a payslip. I've had to contact my old employers because I couldn't find my payslip or my PAYE anywhere from like 5 years ago. You may have to contact your employer, but chances are it's in your inbox somewhere under payslip or P60. So let's continue. This is the important bit. Flat rate expenses. You want to be ticking yes to this box because it gives you an allowance for your job. It's actually, if you work in construction or you're a nurse or something, you get a higher expense rate. By expense rate, I mean if you're a nurse, you might get £160 a year towards clothes, or if you're a mechanic, you might get 120. For me, because I'm a pleb and I work for a esports agency, I get the minimum amount, which is £60. So it says there £60, and I will put in there £60. So that's what I'm claiming. Thank you for my £60. Do I use my vehicle for work? Do you want to claim tax relief for using your vehicle for work? I don't drive, but if you do, you might want to click yes on this. I don't know what you'll get back because I don't drive. I have no idea. So for the purposes of what I know, I'm going to say no. There's no fuel expenses for the car, but again, there might be if you do have one and you've clicked yes previously. So I'll say no. Do you want to claim tax relief on expenses from a business journey? Now, if you work for a normal company, if I go to ESL1 Cologne, my company reimburses me, so I have no expenses. I guess there could be some companies who just don't expense for whatever bizarre reason, to which point you might want to click yes. But 99% of normal companies, you get your expenses back, so you say no. Have you paid any professional fees or subscriptions? Now, most of the time this is a no, especially in gaming and esports. For example, we pay for subscriptions to Xero, like the accounting software. We pay for subscriptions to Microsoft because you don't have to pay for it for Office. But the company pay that, I don't pay it, so no, of course it's a no. There's nothing to claim. Have I paid for a medical exam or any course fees out of my own pocket and not my employer's? Nope. And here is the most crucial part. Do you want to claim tax relief on expenses from using your home as an office? Well, yes, I do. Thank you very much. Now, you have two options. One is way easier than the other. Option 1, the maximum you can earn without it being flagged or investigated is £240 in a tax year. If you work out that it's more than £240, and say you live in a really nice house, and you being at home all day and working, and the cost of electricity and gas and phone calls and internet is £6,000, put £6,000 in. How much of that £6,000 does your employer pay? Nothing. So you are claiming back £6,000 for that tax year. Now expect them guys to give you a call. Expect them to come to your house and inspect it, and they'll make an assessment there and then, and they'll probably tell you you live in a 1-bedroom shed in Shoreditch. There is no way you can claim back £6,000. So the logical thing that 99% of people do is they just put the £240 in, which is the maximum, which they will automatically accept. And happy days. Click next. Do you want to claim tax relief on any other allowable expenses? This is to do with cars again. Fuck off, no. Do you receive any general expenses from your company? That is where company A says, hello Ben, here's £10,000 in expense budget for a year. Go away and have fun, make sure you spend it. Doesn't happen, ever. Don't know why it's even in here. So no. No expenses to claim. And here we have it. Here is your grand total for the year of 2017 to 2018. The total expenses for the selected year and employment is £300. Save and continue. Now I'm not going to go any further from here because I've just made up a fictitious claim. But from here you can then add another tax year if you want to then do this year, which you really should do because it then carries over and is confirmed for 2020, etc. And when you're done, it'll basically, you'll have to save it, and you'll then do a final declaration with your name and phone number and your signature, and then it gets sent off to HMRC. And for me it took about a week, and you got an electronic email message through the site saying you're all being approved. It didn't tell me how I'd be paid, so I just sat and wait, and then I got my pay slip through, my next pay slip, and I had 4 years worth of this backdated, so I got a bonus tax free of about £1,200. So if I was you and you work from home, I would spend the 5 minutes it takes to do this and get back what is rightfully yours. Peace out.